You know, I'm personally kind of excited to hopefully play some Fire Emblem on this channel. That is gonna be a while though. Just thinking about it. Got a little Robin here, Robin Amiibo from Smash and Fire Emblem Awakening. Although that won't be the game I'll be playing on this channel for now. So got some technical issues to fix, but I'm looking forward to that. But as of right now, it's Advance Wars and Minish Cap and a couple of other ideas. Anyways, how's it going, guys and gals? It's Advance Warrior here. Welcome back to another episode of Advance Wars. Today we are going to be doing part 10 of another one of my favorite missions, Naval Forces, where we saw a while ago we did face some kind of boats in the last part, dogfights. It was called a lander. Now we got like 3 more that we're going to learn about here. As you could see, as you can see, we got a lot of water that we might be dealing with. And very little land with a bridge. We will see how this goes. Apparently, we've got ourselves a... I'm so sorry. We've got ourselves a tough mission on our hands this time. 2 units that require aid or they'll be destroyed. One of these is a T-copter. The other is a lander. This is a naval unit you haven't seen yet. I'm very certain we have. Need to protect these units and secure the land on the far shore. This is a mission that's been entrusted to you, Vance. Fortunately, no flyers. Did arrange other units. Slaying these other units. Show you soon. Let's get going. That was a very dry skimming of the dialogue. You can see a lot of water. Protect your transport copter. Easier said than done, huh? It looks like it's almost done for. But however, we've got a cruiser that is basically an anti-air on water. This copter here, it'll be destroyed immediately. Hurry up, get it out of here. So, got ourselves a big army here, and on the map preview, we didn't see this end that well, but yeah, this whole part, they can go here. So yeah, cruiser. They are really good against submarines and air units, and they can carry 2 copters, just like the one we have above the enemy lander. Does it look like there's anywhere for it to pull back to? There's a way to save it. Move it here. As said, gonna load, and that can hold our copter, which is a really, honestly, an odd mix of a ship, but you don't hear me complaining that much. So load battlecopters and cruisers. As we mentioned, 2 air units. And we also resupply them, which is personally really nice. Let's test the attack power of the cruiser. So, water, land, air, sea. That's pretty much all 3 main terrains of Advance Wars. Surprised by the kind of unit they came to attack. Only fire on air units of submarines for this game. So let's go ahead and attack this sub. 90 damage, guys. It is not recommended to attack a cruiser with a submarine. Very effective. Effective against air units. Only attack certain units. They are a bit limited. Once you learn their intricacies, though, you'll be glad to have them. Learning that right off the bat is pretty hard. But as we did earlier, just press the R button. The ever helpful R button. Remember that, you'll always be able to get the intel you need. It did take a while to explain. We're like 5 minutes into the video. Holy crap. Next, we got the almighty battleship. 2 to 6 range of attack. Here, Let me show you this. Let me show you this. See? We got a rocket. Enemy rocket. Here. Barely touches it. Barely. Not quite. Battleship, however, yeah, battleship just does high. And if I'm not dumb, it does 3 to 5. This does 2 to 6. Right here. Right here. Yep. Oh well, let's go ahead and use it. Like, same as other range units. If you move it, you can't attack. Days of Ruin. I don't know if anyone heard that or saw that wink there. So, we'll just fire and... Oh man. I remember the first time I saw those cannons go off. I'm just like, how does anything survive? As we just said, battleships have 2 to 6, rockets have 3 to 5. It's actually a huge difference. Especially the free reign that they get from going in the water. Now we've got ourselves submarines. Can move. Move 5, vision, gas. And it can only attack boats. Fire on the enemy, they can only fire on other naval units. This unit should do for now. And they're not that bad. Can I get to 4 health? Thank you. Subs inflict heavy damage. Other distinct abilities, but we'll learn about that later. Lastly, we have the lander. Similar to APCs and transport copters. They're on water, they cannot attack. Select this infantry. Excuse me. And we'll put it on the lander. Load just like any other transporter. TNT copter is basically the same, but Nell's telling us we got a huge difference with them. 2 ground units carry land units, and cruisers can carry copters. Like I said, right? Let's try to load this tank. I was very impressed to see this. Pay attention to, you can only load units on shallow shorelines. Eventually we'll be able to do this out of port, but we don't know what they are. Careful. Next, let's drop these 2 troops. Gonna go ahead and select which one we want to unload. I do want to drop this tank first, because it's the only place we can drop it. Can't drop it on an enemy unit, can't drop it on a mountain. So just drop it on the shore here. And we'll drop this guy here. Can only load and drop at ports and shallow shorelines. So pay attention. Meaning that we cannot drop it on the right side of the map. One more thing I have to say about the sea. Air units use fuel every day. So do all the naval units. They'll sink and you'll lose them. See, please. We can actually put them next to APCs and choose supply, which is really weird how we got a tiny tank who could supply a battleship. It's neat. Recover HP, we'll just move to a port. 3rd time, we don't have one. You can deal with the rest of the units. When we're done, choose N. So, we got these guys here. Probably think we could do something about it. That is not what we're gonna do though. First off, I want to make sure nothing is getting attacked here. This rocket cannot reach. Alright, so I'll put this artillery here. Covers a good portion. Put this guy back. Put a rocket here. I'm gonna put this APC here. Maybe I'll move the rest of the units closer. And this helicopter can actually actively move up. Anti-air, I don't know what to do with you. I don't know why they gave us all these units. Maybe to just go back and forth with them. Or maybe use the T-copter that's holding. But anyways, we'll just end right here. Day 1. So we've got ourselves a naval battle. Then taking on air units, victory will be much easier. Can't use most of their troops. That puts us on equal footing. To battle! Oh. We'll explain what that submarine just did. Give us a second. It's your turn. Let me tell you one more thing about the subs. We will select it. The sub with an enemy attack range. There's a way to avoid it being attacked. So, we saw if you caught earlier, and if you see a submarine on the top, we have an option to dive. So when we dive, it can only be attacked by cruisers and other subs. And they can still attack, so it's like a little infiltrator. There's one thing I have to warn you about, and that's fuel. 5 fuel per day, so it's a big risk. That's about a 1-day supply. Runs out of fuel, it'll sink. Leave the rest up to you. Another thing about subs, if they're sunken, I don't know if she said this, so if they're sunken, you cannot see it until you have a unit next to it. Like right here, right now it's underwater, but we can still see it because of we're next to it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and move it down here, and we're gonna go ahead and demolish this sub. It's even got a little neat animation when it's underground. What the heck am I saying? So, battleship still cannot attack. What I am going to do is, well, first off, I'm going to go ahead and destroy this rocket, because those 2 rockets are gonna cause us some problems here. And then we're going to take this rocket. Thankfully, they cannot counterattack from distance, which is nice. And then we have this artillery just at max range to save itself. It's a really thin ocean way. Like here you just go down, and then you get to here. Like this is a 4x4 of the reef. Then you go here, and you notice there's shoals on the end. Like it's like a really thin. Yeah, you could probably put an infantry here, and they could totally see what's going on the other side. But, anyways, about this lander, what I am going to do is that I am actually going to give it a new job. My rockets can take care of what's down here. My sub can take care of this battleship. I want to move my battleship up this way. This cruiser cannot go next to it. The closest I can get is to here, but I can still attack from there because battleship's OP. Again, I don't know what to do with these two, with everyone down here, so we'll just end the turn. Day 2. Oh wow, see? This continues to move on. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can bait the tank, the copter here. Gonna go ahead and put this submarine here, and finally finish off the battleship. See how advantageous turn 1 is. Again, nothing to do with you guys. I will go ahead and hopefully I get lucky and take out this cruiser in 1 hit. Nice. And I'm just gonna move this thing here. Unfortunately, the cruisers cannot attack anything else, which is sad. There's literally nothing else for this cruiser to do but just resupplying the copter. So I know this one I said was my favorite, but you do notice that we got like half of our army stuck on land. So you're kind of thinking like, why would this be my favorite? Well, it's hard to say. I mean, I will say right now, me already knowing how to play this game, yet still taking the time to read everything for you guys, because I know there's like so many people who haven't played this game. The reason that I like this is because, you can beat it in an entirely different way. Like, remember earlier how we had the lander over here, this lander over here, and basically try to power through like 3 different medium tanks and some rockets on a very thin island. However, my favorite thing to do is to take this lander, drop it right on the HQ, and put a medium tank here to defend it, because they cannot go around this thing. And just to be a little troll, I'm just gonna go ahead and... Oh wow, it's just out of range. Gonna go ahead and prevent the tank from getting in onto the city. Even though I don't get a defense, their city is blocked away from them. And these, I don't want to kill that thing. And this rocket and artillery are going to finish off the tanks. Therefore, we only got 2 tanks to deal with. Right now, this is unnecessary as hell, I will say. Right now, I'm just literally showing off. I'm like, hey, this is the advantage I have with this entire army here. I'm gonna put the battleship here just because. And we'll just go ahead and give the T-copter a breathing room. Hell, maybe even let it load and attempt to bring it over. Although if this dies, then that's a game over. And this thing as well. But yet again, I don't know what to do with the rest of my army. It is day 4. Watch the puny little infantry try to capture the city. We're gonna lose a copter, but we just weakened the tank. And the medium tank, the bomb's not even trying to go for it. I'm gonna go ahead and back this up and rise it, because, like we said, uses up a lot of fuel. First thing we're gonna do is just capture. And I do kind of want to bring this here, but I will lose more health if I get attacked first. So, I already know everything's gonna die. I love how they can just one-shot landers. Well, with a slight chance that they don't kill them. Rocket here. This is fun. This is like so one-sided. It's very unfair, but I still think it's a good tutorial to teach you how to use these naval units here. This is a very long intro, tutorial, whatever, I will say. So, yeah. We're gonna have our battlecopter kill that. And surprisingly, they only got like 3 units left. Using the actual T-copter when I need to protect it. It's so funny. Day 5. Actually moves it over. Alright, before we do that, I just want to show off a couple things. We can actually attack this thing. But I've always been thoughtful about playing it safe and choking the point with the medium tank. And I'm just going to do some more BM. 95 on an infantry. You love to see it. You love to see it. And more BM. I'm sorry guys, I'm just trying to have some fun, you know. If I moved this, it would have been okay still, because the tank was here, and you cannot go, and the enemy tank cannot go around like this, so I could have actually just gotten back and got more people. But anyways, that is naval forces done in 5 turns? 6 turns. The classic HQ chapter. Very strategic point for Olaf to attack Orange Star. Thanks to you, we managed to block his assault. Expected them to make it this far. Just wait until next time. It was a challenge, but, you know, experts like me, veterans like me, very easy to do. Let's go ahead and save. Next, climate status. This mission focuses on climate and CO powers. Before we move out, I need to brief you in detail on Commanding Officer Olaf. Oh boy. This map. Even though I did just say I am kind of like a veteran of Advance Wars, this map gives me trouble. And it's not just the map, it's something that happens in the map. But we will figure that out for next time. Thank you guys so much for staying with me and watching my series. I know there have been some days where I miss, but I know I don't really go for daily uploads. That would be nice though, but um I'm just still trying to figure things out. Like I want to like have a lot more motivation than I have now to start like uploading videos. But it's just I don't know, it's weird. I really can't explain it. But I'm glad I was able to pull this one off. Or it could just be that, Nell's just giving us so much tutorial things that I already know of. And same thing for Minish Cap. I beat the game like 3 times now. Minish Cap. I haven't 100% it though, but I know what happens. That might just be it. I'm just playing games that where I already know what happened, but I still want it to be like, fresh for people who've actually never played this game. People are getting younger. Sounds weird when I say that, but as I'm getting older, there's gonna be a lot more young people, and they're not gonna play the games that we played with when we grew up. And I hope that's something that I can share to the younger audience. Although I'm probably not the best one because I like drop a few f bombs every once in a while, but you all understand what I mean. Anyways, that's quite the long outro, I will say, but I like talking to you guys. I like to know that there's some people out there listening to what I'd like to say and people out there subscribing, watching my videos. I really do appreciate that. Anyways, guys and gals, this is Advance Warrior here, and you all have my warm regards. Take care.